long-established patterns of the industrial age. Computation today is a dusting of snow that makes everything looks different on the surface.
Okay, let's read. About computers in particular, believers in a new information age make three arguments. So what is the writer doing? The writer is presenting the views of those people who claim that we are in information age because of computers. And he says that people make three claims about computers. They say it is a new age, number one, because we now have sophisticated machines to create. Because we now have sophisticated machines to create information, to store information, and to deliver information. For example, email delivers information. YouTube delivers information. Social media delivers information. Pen drive or hard drive or other drives, they store information. Computers create information. So some people think that we are in information age because we have machines that can create information, that can store information, and that can deliver information. Reason one. Second reason, they say we are in information age because computer networks can overcome geography. Now look, I'm teaching you without coming to LA College. You are learning from me without leaving your bedroom or study room at home. We both are away from each other geographically. Somebody in this class may be in Japa, Bibhusa in Japa. Bibhusa is in Japa. Is she from this class? I don't know. I see many of you are not in Kathmandu, but you are connected. So what is happening? Computers can overcome geographical distance. So they argue we are in information age. Third reason they give is because machines in their own special areas can act intelligently. Okay, we all know about artificial intelligence. We all know about medical machines in the hospital. You will see that like ultrasound or other scanners or machines in pathology. All these machines use computer technology to analyze data and to give us results. So three reasons. Number one, they say we are in information age. Number A, because we have machines that can create, store, deliver information. Number B, we are in information age because computers can overcome geography. Number C, we are in information age because we have machines that can act like human beings intelligently. Now, this is the position of those people who argue that we are in information age. What does writer say? All three claims are wrong. Look, writer's position. All three claims are wrong. How? Now look his position. His claim. What is his claim? These claims are wrong. How does he explain? Computers have done marvelous deeds. Okay, we agree. But in each case means above the three cases, creating, storing, delivering information, overcoming geography, and acting intelligently. In each case, their great deeds are in keeping with the long established patterns of industrial age. He says that creating information is not new. We created information even before computers came. Movies were there, radio was there, television was there, print media was there. We created information, we stored, and we delivered. Newspapers created information, stored information, delivered information. Telegram created information, stored information, delivered information. So what is saying? Computers are not something new. They are just a further development of the previous technology. But in his case, their great deeds are in keeping with the long established patterns of the industrial age. Computation today is a dusting of snow that makes everything look different. I'm not able to understand this phrase. Let me check. Just a minute. Okay. I didn't find. Let me come back. Computation today is a dusting of snow that makes everything look different on the surface. I guess the meaning is, suppose there is a surface and if there is snowfall and the whole thing is covered by the snow, then as you look on the surface, you will not see the reality below the surface. So you think that the snow is a reality, but if you dust the snow, you will see something else. The thing that is hidden there. The point here is computers are like the snow that have come recently, but they hide the previous technology which was already there during the industrial era. For example, the newspapers were already there, the printing press was already there, the radio was already there, the television was already there, the gramophone was already there, right? But computers give us a false feeling that these things were not there. Okay, now let's begin with the questions. If you answer them correctly, I enter 1 mark in this box. If you do not answer them, I enter a 0. Okay, the first question. What three arguments do the believers in a new age make? And this question goes to, okay, Aditya Limbo. What three arguments do the believers in a new age make?
All three arguments that believers in a new age make is that he argued that he argued about the
Okay.
what computers.
You can, Aditya, you can look on the screen and you can answer by reading the paragraph. You will answer from the paragraph, don't worry, read it and answer me. What three arguments do the believers in a new age make?
They say it is a new age because we now have the sophisticated machines to create, store, and deliver information
Okay,
and
argument
create
one.
information. Yes, sir.
Argument
Argument
one.
one:
Argument
create,
two. Argument two.
store, and deliver information.
That is the first argument. What is the second argument?
Store.
That is the first argument. The first argument is they say we are in information age because we can create, store, and deliver information. Argument one. What is the second argument?
Second argument was
It's given
geography.
there.
Computers
Yes,
networks
because
can
computer
overcome geography.
networks can overcome geography. Third argument.
Can act intelligently.
What can act?
Because machine in their own special
Machines.
areas. Yes, sir.
Machines can act intelligently in their own special areas.
Areas.
Okay. Now my second question, that is, what is a writer's response to their argument? This question goes to Akriti Pandey.
Yes, sir.
What is writer's response to their arguments?
The writer's response is that all those claims were wrong. Instead,
Okay, he responds that all those claims are wrong. Why? Why does he think so?
because he thinks that computers have done marvelous deeds in
Hmm?
each state.
Hmm.
Because he thinks computers have done marvelous deeds.
Is that the complete answer? Yes, computers may have done great deeds, but the great deeds are in keeping with the long established patterns of the industrial age. It's not something new, it is a continuity of the previous technique or technology. Okay, you gave half answer, so you get 0.5. The next question is, what does he compare computation today with? And my question goes to Bipin Khanal. What does he compare computation today with?
Yes, sir. He compared with the industrial age, that is uh, long
Bi-
established pattern of the
Bipin, your
industrial
answer
age.
is wrong. Bipin, your answer is wrong. And I go to Dipti Pandey. What does he compare computation with? What does he compare computation with?
Compares computation with dusting of snow.
Yes, he compares computation with the dusting of snow. So Dipti gets 1 mark, Bipin and Akriti, I guess. Bipin gets 0 marks. Okay, who was this? Dipti.
Yes, sir.
Okay, next question to somebody else. Explain writer's comparison of computation today with the dusting of snow. And this question goes to Divya Aryal. Explain
Yes, sir.
writer's comparison. Divya, the question for you is, explain
Okay.
writer's comparison of computation today with a dusting of snow. What do you understand?
Like he explained that dusting of snow means there is a snow on the land and we pretend like there is no land below the snow.
Hmm.
So he compares dusting of snow with
So
uh,
when you
computation
compare
today
when you
that
when you
that
compare one thing is compared to
yes.
something else, what does the snow stand for?
What's
What does the snow stand for? What does the snow represent?
snow means white uh,
The new computing
white
technology.
yes,
And what does dusting mean?
like covering new
If
things.
you remove the
Well,
snow, if you remove the snow, just below the surface, you will see the old technology.
yes, sir.
The point is making is that the new
Computer
technology,
new
the
technology
computers,
today hide today old technology.
okay, and the new technology is just a continuation and further development of the old technology. Okay, okay. Divya,
Yes, sir.
read paragraph 6.
Fancy machines to create, move, and store information were a main preoccupation of the whole 20th century. Not just the computerized part of it, movies, phonographs, color photography, and color printing, the electronic transmission of photos, the invention of radio and radio networks, and international radio hookups. New stills, television, transistorized electronics, long distance phone networks, communication satellites, fax machines, photocopies, audio and videotapes, compact discs, cell phones, cable TV, and then with the emergence of PCs and the internet, suddenly we are in an information age. The 20th century was one information geyser after another, information pouring into people's life through more and more stock, often factors.
Stuck open. Faucet. What is a faucet? Any idea?
Tap
Tap.
in
Yes.
normal language.
Yes. Tap. Okay. Fancy machines to create, move, and store information were a main preoccupation of the whole 20th century, not just the computerized part of it. So in paragraph 6, the first claim says that there were already machines that could create information, move information, and store information. Movies, now I give examples. Movies could create, move, store information. Phonographs could create, move, store information. Color photography could create, move, store information. And color printing. The electronic transmission of photo, the invention of radio and radio networks, and international radio hookup, newsreel, television, transistorized electronics, long distance phone network, communication satellite, fax machine, photocopiers, audio and video tapes, compact discs, CDs, cell phones, cable TV. These were already there before the personal computer came. And with the emergence of PCs and internet, suddenly we are in the information age. He puts a question. Look, this is called rhetorical question. Let me highlight. And then with the emergence of PCs and internet, we are in an information age. Look his question. He says, no, we are not in an information age. We were already in information age previously. When? When we had movies, phonographs, photography, printing press, electronic transmission, etc. So personal computers, they are not something very new. They are just a continuation and further development of the previous technology. The 20th century was one information gusher after another. Yes, the truth is that we have a lot of spread of information in 20th century, right? Information is pouring into our life through more and more stuck open faucets. Like for example, the first thing I did when I woke up this morning was I opened Facebook, and for about 10 minutes I just surfed through the posts. The next thing I did was I opened to Radio France International Chinese station, and I heard Chinese news for about 1 hour. Right? So information is pouring a lot, that's true, but this is not something extremely new. Now let's come up with the questions. First question, what was the main preoccupation of the whole 20th century? And this question goes to Grishma Bajracharya. What was the main preoccupation of the whole 20th century?
Fancy machines to create, move, and store information.
Okay, give full answer. Fancy machines to create, move, and store information were the main preoccupation of the whole 20th century. Always give full answer. My second question, what technologies were used during 20th century to create, move, and store information? This question goes to Jalamanandar.
Yes, sir.
What technologies were used during 20th century to create, move, and store information?
Fancy machines like radio, movies, television, long distance phone networks, communication satellites, fax machines, photocopiers, videotapes, compacted cell phones, cable TV were used to create, move, and store information in the 20th century.
Okay, Jala. In the first part, your audio was not clear. Later, it became clear. The third question is: Does the writer believe that we are suddenly in an information age with the emergence of the PCs? And this question goes to uh, Jyoti Dangal. Does the
Yes, sir.
writer does the writer believe that we are suddenly in information age, Jyoti? Yes,
No, no, sir.
but first you said yes, sir, right?
ए होइन मैले उ गरेको एन्सर यस
Okay,
सर भनेर
okay. So your answer is yes or no?
नो
You're right. Fourth question: what figures of speech? Let me correct it. What figures of speech does the writer use in this paragraph? Explain their meaning. A figure of speech. What is a figure of speech? Let me show you on Google. A figure of speech is a word or phrase used in a non-literal sense for rhetorical or vivid effect. A word that is or a phrase that is used to create a special effect. Now, in this paragraph, we have some figures of speech. Like, for example, let's check. Hmm. Yes, now I can find figures of speech in this paragraph. Hmm. Okay. Before I answer, this question goes to uh, Kushi Nemani. What figures of speech does the writer use in this paragraph? Explain their meaning.
Sir, I don't know.
Read the paragraph silently. And see if you can figure out. Okay, let me come to somebody else. They will try. Kritagya Khadka.
Sir, I think it's the last line.
What are the figures of speech? Give the exact answer.
The 20th century was one information gusher after another.
What is the figure of speech there?
Information gusher, maybe.
Information gusher. What does it mean?
It means
A gusser is a spring in the ground from which oil keeps pouring out automatically all the time, like a fountain. It's like a fountain from which oil pours out. Information gusser. This is a figure of speech where the flow of information is compared with the flow of ground oil. Do you get?
yes, sir.
There is a second example. What is that? There is a second example.
Information pouring into the stock open faucets, maybe.
Stock open faucets. So the flow of information is compared with a tap in which water is stuck at first, and suddenly it breaks the what is there, and it comes out forcefully. So these are the two figures of speech, and they are metaphors. The metaphor of a gusher and the metaphor of a faucet. Okay, so you gave the answers, but not fully satisfactorily. Okay, now Kritagya.
Yes, sir.
Read paragraph 7.
The defeat of geography in cyberspace and the American dream, distributed electronically by the Progress and Freedom Foundation, a distinguished group of authors argued that we constitute the final generation of an old civilization and at the very same time the first generation of a new one. Their claim centered on idea that thanks to computer networks, geography had in effect been overcome. Henceforth, shared interests and not physical proximity would shape community and society.
Okay, wait. Now, what's your name?
Kritagya.
Kritagya. Your task is form one WH question that you would like to ask your student on this paragraph if you were teacher. If you could make a good question, you get 1 marks for the question. I will come to others also, and I will ask you to create a WH question on the paragraph. If I accept your question, you get 1 mark.
What was the claim made by Progress and Freedom Foundation?
Okay, what was the claim made by the Progress and Freedom Foundation? Okay, you got 1 mark, Kritagya. Now I come to Kritika Maharjan. Kritika Maharjan. Kritika Maharjan.
Yes, sir.
Now your job is to answer this question.
The claim made by Progress and Freedom Foundation is we constitute the final generation of an old civilization and at the very same time the first generation of a new one.
Okay, the Progress and Freedom Foundation claimed that we constitute the final generation of an old civilization and the first generation of a new civilization. You're right. So both of you get 1 marks each. Now I move to the next person, that is Nikita Gurung.
Yes, sir.
Make a WS question based on your reading of paragraph 7. If I accept your question, you get 1 mark.
What was the main idea that their claim centered on?
What was the main idea? Go on.
What was the main idea that their claim centered on?
Okay. Good question. I accept it. Now I go to Nishant Bohra.
Yes, sir.
Answer this question. What was the main idea that their claim centered on?
Sir, just a minute, sir.
Okay. Don't take long time.
So the main idea of their claim is that we constitute the final generation of an old generation and at the very same time the first generation of a new one. What this means is that creation of a, sorry, could we please go to the slide? Okay, sir. So
Yes.
what this means is that creating a final generation from an old civilization and the final generation will be the first of a new generation.
Nikita,
Yes, sir.
is Nishant correct?
Mm, so the answer is in the last
No,
sentence.
don't tell the answer. Is he correct?
Um,
I don't think his answer was correct, right?
yes, sir.
Because
From what?
I need precise. Wait, Nikita. I'll go to somebody else.
Okay, sir.
Fatima Karki.
Yes, sir.
What was the main idea that their claim centered on? Give me precise to the point answer.
The main idea that their claim centered on is that to computer network, geography had been overcome. Henceforth, sheer interest and not physical proximity would save community and society.
Can you do not read the text from the book? Make the answer in your own words. Can you try again?
Oh, yes, sir.
Try.
That it claims that computer network has helped us to um, overcome the geography effect. And like we use Google Map, so is trying to.
Okay, you are not very clear, but I appreciate your attempt. Nikita,
Yes, sir.
can you answer?
Sir, the main idea is that they are thanking the computers through which geography they can overcome geography. Like we can communicate from one part of the world to another part of the world. And henceforth, shared interest and not physical proximity would shape community and society. So therefore, we can share our interest and at the same time build the society and community with the help of computers.
Okay, Nikita gets 0.75, others get 0.5. Let me tell the answer. The main idea on which they concluded that we have come to the end of the old civilization and we are beginning a new civilization. The main idea on which this claim was based was that because of computer technology, we have overcome the geographical distance, and as a result, now the future society will not be affected by how close or how distant we are, because distance is gone. The future society will be shaped by our shared interest, not by physical distance, because the physical distance is already overcome by computer technology. Okay. Now, we are moving to paragraph 8. Let me mark the paragraph 8. And paragraph 9. Okay, just a minute. I want someone to read this paragraph, and this paragraph will be read by Rasmi Gurung.
Yes, sir.
Read paragraph 8.
But using technology to defeat distance has been another goal of the Industrial Revolution from the start, from railroad through the Panama Canal and onwards. Rail networks, telegraph network, air and phone and highway, and the radio and TV networks. The internet is the latest in a long line.
Okay, Miss Gurung, now I want you to formulate a very good WS question based on the reading of this para. You get 1 mark for the question.
What is the goal of the Industrial Revolution? Sir, are you hearing me?
Let me type. I'm typing. Okay, what is the goal of the industry? Let me check. But using technology to defeat distance has been another goal of the industrial revolution from the start, from railroad through the Panama Canal and onward. Rail networks, telegraph networks, air and phone. Just a minute. Can I receive a call? Hello? Okay, that's gone. Sorry, somebody gave me a call and I don't know why they want to talk to me. Let me message them. I'll come back to you. सुन्नुहोस् शङ्कर बितेछन् नि त तेरे खत्तम भइहाल्यो नि भर्खरै फेसबुकमा आयो खबरी भन्दिन बितेछन् कि बोइज एन्ड गर्ल्स
Yes, sir.
A friend of mine, a teacher who taught with me at the university, he was suffering from COVID, and right now I got a message that he is dead, and we can continue the class, but I'm really shocked. We have come to the end of the class. It's 8 o'clock, and I'm speechless, and I'm not able to continue, so we'll stop here.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
He was a very,
Sorry for your loss, sir.
he was my student. I taught him from class 6 to 10. He was my colleague, and we were very close friends. He was in Pardon Hospital, and now he has died. Sorry. I'm stopping the class.
For your loss,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Sorry to hear that.
Zoom.